So the June 17, 2024 regular meeting of the New Caney Independent School District Board of Trustees is hereby called for. But the minutes show that Mrs. Sharp, Mrs. Harrell, Mr. Turner, the president, is Mr. Nixon, Ms. Tompkins, and Ms. Prisco are absent. Meeting has been called in accordance with text of the Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 5.1. All items that will be discussed or voted on this evening have been posted as required by state law. I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone here tonight. We are pleased that you have taken the time to join us this evening. On behalf of the school board, we are pleased that you have joined us as we celebrate achievements, set goals, listen to reports, approve budgets, contract and personnel appointments, and make policy for the district. We are not here to make management decisions or to solve problems of individuals. Management is the responsibility of the superintendent. This is a meeting in the public and not a meeting of the public. As guests, we encourage you to observe and listen. Again, we're pleased that you've taken the time this evening to join us, and we thank you for your interest in New Caney Independent School District. I now ask that you would silence your cell phones, and please rise for the invocation to be given by Mr. Trout, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, and honor the Texas flag to be led by Mr. Turner.
Please bow your head. Father God, we just come to you right now, Lord. We thank you for this day. We thank you for the school district. We thank you for the men and women that work for the school district. We ask you to watch over each and every one of them this summer, and you ask you to watch over our students. Father, just please thank you for bringing the ones that are here. Please take us home safe. In the holy name of God.
Amen.
Lead it true.
At the United States of America, to the right, which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Honor on the Texas flag. Pledge to salute the Texas. Let's stay under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Item 2 on the agenda is consideration of an out-of-state trip for Porter High School engineering, presented by Mr. Ken Darko.
Good afternoon. It's actually for band. I'm not sure, but we were requesting an out-of-state trip for band in April. It's April 3rd through the 8th. I'm traveling to Orlando, Florida to work with the Disney composers and musicians to get that experience with them, and the students will be paying for everything out of their own pocket.
Yeah, thank you. Is this a competition?
No, it's just an experience to go work with the composers there, to work, how they do the Disney music behind the scenes, and then they'll compose some music with them and record it and be able to bring that home with them.
Yeah, good. Okay. Are there any questions or further discussion? Do we have a motion on the out-of-state trip for Porter High School band?
So,
I have a motion by Mr. Trout and a second by Mr. Turner. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor, please signify by raising your hand and saying aye. Aye. Are there any opposed? No one's abstaining. The motion carries.
Thank y'all.
Just going off. Item 3 on the agenda is open forum. The board will now hear comments from those persons who have signed up to speak. Mrs. Sharp will be keeping the time. You'll have 5 minutes, but I have to read this lovely statement. Come on up. Yes, Laura, Miss Hanson, sorry. The board encourages comments from citizens of the district or employees. Anyone wishing to speak either as an individual or as a representative of a group may do so at this time. The board asks that comments pertain to public education issues and be no longer than 5 minutes. Remember, the board may not discuss any issues that are not posted on our agenda. If an issue is mentioned and it is listed on tonight's agenda, the board will defer discussion until the appropriate time during the meeting. In addition, the board has adopted complaint policies that are designed to secure at the lowest administrative level a prompt and equitable resolution of complaints and concerns. The policies are available on our district website. Mrs. Sharp will keep the time, and Ms. Hanson, you got 5 minutes to speak. Perfect. Okay. Hi, Allison.
Hello. Thank you all so much for allowing us to come. We are representing the board of for the EMC swim team. We've been meeting across the way here for our 6th season. We started back in April, where we were able to welcome 20 4 through 6-year-olds through what we call our Elvers Clinic. And Elver is a name for a baby eel, so now y'all learned something today. So our goal over there is to get these kids water safe, meaning they can get from one end of the pool to the other. Of those kids, we welcomed 12 this year to our team. So this season, we had a total of 185. That's on my notes somewhere. We had 185 swimmers. Of those, we had a record-breaking 20 kids make the Ponderosa Invitational this year. Ponderosa is kind of our Super Bowl. It's the one that they've all been working for. We were able to record 29 team records. We had 9 swimmers this year win High Point Awards at Summer Champs in Kingwood last weekend. And our team took 2nd place at the divisionals meet, which we hosted here at this facility just last Saturday. So as much as I love talking about all of those really important accomplishments, I want to highlight one in particular, a new Caney ISD student by the name of Cohen. He is a 9-year-old, so in swim, that means he's at the bottom of the bracket. So he had to reach the same swim goals as the 10-year-olds, and he spent all season within half a second on 6 strokes, working so hard every day here across the pool. And then we had a shortened season because of the crazy weather we had in the spring, and I am so thrilled to tell you that Cohen met all 6 of his goals and will be swimming at Ponderosa in 6 strokes next weekend.
Wow. That's amazing.
So these accomplishments are really fun to celebrate. But another one of the things that I love so much about swim is that it truly is for everybody. Also across the way, we've had swimmers on the autism spectrum. We've had swimmers who are deaf or hard of hearing. We've had swimmers with mobility or growth problems, where they've been able to come and join our team and still experience, the joys and heartbreaks of competition, where they may not have been able to do that on a baseball field or a football field. So swim truly is for everybody, and we are really proud to offer that here in our community. So we appreciate the partnership that we've had with New Caney, and we hope that we can do that for many more years to come. We have the best facility in our division. Everybody wants to come swim at our pool, and so we're so thankful that we are able to host them, and again, for your partnership and cooperation. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. Thank you. Good luck to you next week.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Item 4 on the agenda is the superintendent's report presented by Mr. Calvert.
Yes, ma'am. Just a couple things tonight. First of all, later in the meeting, we'll be asking y'all to approve our legislative priorities. And what that is, just for everybody to know, is our Legislative Affairs Committee, made up of 3 board members, some executive directors, some principals. We meet throughout the year, and we come up with those priorities that we feel would be good for our elected officials in Austin to advocate on our behalf. There's lots of so-called boilerplate priority templates out there, but we felt it was important that we express our values and our concerns here in New Caney ISD to our legislators for ourselves. So I just wanted to let everybody know what those are. 4 big areas: school safety and security. I'll read the Cliff Notes version. I'll read them all. New Caney ISD supports protecting and enhancing funding for the school safety allotment and providing local flexibility to ensure school districts can adequately meet student and staff safety needs. Teaching and learning would be our second priority. New Caney ISD supports appropriate state accountability for the implementation of effective, locally designed initiatives that respect the professionalism of educators and account for the needs of students. The third, staff recruitment and retention. New Caney ISD supports measures that increase overall compensation for teachers, support strategic compensation strategies, and reduce healthcare costs. And then the fourth being fast growth student allotment. NCISD supports legislative solutions that help fast growth communities manage the financial and structural demands of rapidly growing student enrollment. All this will be on our website, so you can read the longer version. But just wanted our public to know what those were and what we will be submitting to our elected officials in Austin to advocate in the upcoming session. Again, we'll be asking you guys to vote on those later this evening. The other thing I have, and it's more of a
public servants announcement, I guess I would say. We are coming up on election season for our board of trustees. So this is more just letting our public know when some key dates are, where information can be found, that sort of thing. So the date of the election is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. That is positions 3, 4, and 5. That would be Mr. Turner, Ms. Sharp, and Ms. Tompkins. And just again, so the public is aware, all of our positions in New Caney ISD are at large. We don't have single member district. And, just so the public knows, when should they choose to run for a position, you're running for the position, not necessarily, Ms. Sharp as secretary. You're not running for the secretary position. Applications for a place on the ballot can be picked up at central office beginning Monday, July 22nd, and must be returned by Monday, August 19th at 5 p.m. You return those to Angie Lee there at our office. You can also download a packet from the Secretary of State website if you choose to do that. But again, you still turn it in to Angie about August 19th. We do have all this information on our district website under the election section. But we are definitely not the election expert. So if anybody needs additional information, I would defer them to the Secretary of State website. Again, all of that is on our district page. Just really wanted the public to be aware of that process that we will be entering to shortly. That's the last.
So Angie has packets, then you pick it up
Yes,
and go on.
Angie has packets if you can
Okay.
cover those from her.
July 22nd.
Yes,
Must be returned by August 19th.
at 5 p.m. Yes, ma'am.
Item 5 on the agenda is reports and proposals of board members. Are there any reports or proposals from board? Well, we did go last week to Summer Leadership Institute in San Antonio. 6 of us went. We went to various top classes and sessions on various topics. We had a really good time, got real smart, and learned how to work well together and come back home and continue to lead the district. So that's what the board did last week. And Mr. Calvert joined us, and that was fantastic. Item 6 on the agenda is a consent calendar consisting of consideration of minutes, consideration of finance reports, consideration of purchasing reports, consideration of personnel reports, consideration of instruction items, and consideration of student service items. Are there any questions or further discussion?
Yep.
Do we have a motion on the consent calendar as presented? Do you second that? Mr. Trout? Mr. Turner? Thank you. I have a motion by Mr. Trout and a second by Mr. Turner. Is there any further discussion? No. There being none, a vote will be taken. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And all those opposed? No abstain. The motion carries. Item 7 on the agenda is closed meetings. The board will now adjourn into closed session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Open Meetings Act. Texas Government Code 551.074 for the purpose of personnel matters, Government Code 551.071 for attorney consultation, and Government Code 551.072 for deliberation regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. Any action as a result of the closed session will take place after the board reconvenes an open meeting. The time is 6:13.